Okay, welcome everybody. I'm going to pass it on to my colleague, Jeff Arthur. Jeff, take it away.
Hello, everyone. I hope all is well. Hope you're enjoying the conference so far. My name is Jeff Arthur. I am the community liaison for the Clubhouse Network. And I've been a part of the Clubhouse Network for 20 years, 21 years. So probably older than some of you all. I live in Oakland, California, with my two sons and my wife. And I really wanted to, this session right here is to present the Reach Media Festival. The Reach Media Festival is the Clubhouse Network's signature platform for showcasing young people's art, video, media, essentially, that has to do around socially conscious work, personal work, and really just self-expression. And so today we have a snippet of what the full Reach Media Festival is. So if you haven't seen, I encourage you to go to clubhousereach.org and view all the entries, view past entries, and really get familiar with the Reach Festival. All right. Today we will be having a watch party of some pieces of work. We'll show some work, we'll show some testimonials, and Jason and I are going to be working and collaborating to bring this work to you. So without any further ado, we are going to get started. So the first set of videos will be Driving By from Tawa Falaniko from the Taita Clubhouse in New Zealand, followed by Please Listen to My Eyes from the Please Don't Kill My Vibe Poets in the Redwood City Clubhouse. And then the last set of these pieces in the first section is going to be Upia from Shunsuke Fujikami of the Kaga Clubhouse in Nomi, Japan. So enjoy, and we'll be right back to you.
Driving in the car, looking out the window, seeing little butterflies, everybody looking out. When I wake up and I go to school, seeing all my friends, but one just catch my eye. When I'm driving by, seeing all my friends, got the best teacher in the world.
When the forces of nature have nearly secured our demise, feel the strength of our spirit. Please listen to my eyes.
I love to look into the sunrise as it takes over the sky. Before you wave goodbye, please listen to my eyes.
From the dark, I see the light, shadowed by a country's despise. We need our stories heard, so please listen to my eyes.
Our new normal leaves us sitting in disguise. Still, I am the same. Look at me. Please listen to my eyes.
So many have unfortunately had to say their last goodbye. Take a closer look. Please listen to my eyes.
So many things have changed, and I am so surprised. Please see what I see. Please listen to my eyes.
Please listen
Please
to my
listen
eyes.
to my
Please listen to my
eyes.
eyes.
Please listen to my eyes.
Please listen to my
Please
eyes.
listen to my eyes.
Great, thank you to those first three pieces. I also like to let you know that the Reach Media Festival has been, this is our 6th year that we just finished. And this past time we had over 14,000 votes for our audience awards. So big shout out to the Clubhouse community and all your support for the Reach Media Festival. One thing I'd like to do also, we had a special group of folks who shared some testimonials. So we're actually going to be hearing from some of our winners who created the Reach projects. So the next couple of people we'll hear from are Twinkie from the Gold Crown Best Buy Teen Tech Center and Sofia Valbuena from the Clubhouse in Col Subsidio, Bogota, Colombia. All right.
Hi, I'm Twinkie from the Best Buy and Teen Tech Center at Gold Crown and the winner of the Judges Award in Photography for the 2021 Reach Media Festival. Creating is good for the soul, for the body, for the mind. You can express yourself in any way you want because you're creating it. See you later.
Hola, mi nombre es Ana Sofía Valbuena, tengo 14 años y hago parte del Clubhouse con Subsidio, Bogotá, Colombia. El Reach me ha dado la oportunidad de expresar mis opiniones de una manera creativa y darlas a conocer a los jóvenes del mundo. Lo que más me gusta es que puedo crear nuevos proyectos y aprender nuevas técnicas. He ganado 3 veces seguidas y esto me ha permitido ser un ejemplo y para mis compañeros del Clubhouse y ser una motivación para que participen. Gracias Rich y nos vemos hasta la próxima.
Thank you. Thank you to our folks, Twinkie and Sophia. All right, so the next, we'll keep on moving along. The next set of videos are going to be Escape the House, a scratch project, the winner from Sophia, La Buena from the Co-Subsidio Clubhouse in Bogota, and A Power of a Black Voice from Kelly Ellis from the Howard Area Community Clubhouse in Chicago. All right.
Escapa de la habitación es una idea que, gracias a que escuché muchas noticias desagradables sobre la violencia entre familias contra las mujeres y los niños a causa de la pandemia. Esta situación hizo que se encerraran en las casas y que se generara mucha intolerancia. Con el juego quiero mostrar que si tú te propones hacer cosas que crees imposibles, siendo observador, optimista, alegre, tú podrías encontrar la manera de salir de situaciones muy desagradables y pues eso es lo que yo quiero mostrar con mi juego. Mi nombre es Ana Sofía Valbuena, soy del Clubhouse Colombia, tengo 13 años y este es mi juego, Escapa de la habitación.
Black is beautiful.
Black is excellent.
Black is powerful. Black is intelligent.
Black is proud.
Black is magical.
I have experienced racism in school. The high school that I went to was predominantly Hispanic, and there was only about like 7% of African Americans at the school, so it wasn't hard, but there was definitely signs of racism there. My teachers being treated differently because I'm a black kid in a class full of people who only speak Spanish. It made it a little bit harder for me in certain classes, in like Spanish class.
A few times I experienced racism in the school system was my biology teacher in high school. I remember I had box braids in, and he said, well, why don't you take your dreads and fly away? And I said, what? He was like, and I remember another time I gave him like fruit snacks for his birthday, and he said, well, they're not all grape flavored. So I was like, I attended a predominantly white Catholic school from pre-K until 8th grade. And it was definitely an interesting experience. I wasn't able to grow up around a black culture, learn about black hair in the same way that other people have. I always felt like I was different, and I didn't always know how to express that I felt like I was being marginalized or seen as different, but I always felt it. So there were only 3 other black kids in my entire 8th grade graduating class. So it was definitely a lot of time growing, and I was able to grow in myself as a black woman, but it definitely took longer than it should have.
My parents have never had to talk with me about police officers, but I've always like consciously known that I had to act different than other people because of my color.
So there was never like a talk, but at a young age I learned that, you know, us being African Americans, we're definitely on a different spectrum as opposed to people of other races. So there was no specific talk, but like as of recently, there has been like, you know, more discussions about, you know, taking certain precautions when being around police officers. And
overall, there are a lot of incidents of racism that I look back and have acknowledged and see as completely wrong. However, in that moment, it was the norm for me, and it was what I was experiencing my whole life. So I just really had accepted it, and I didn't think anything was wrong with a lot of the microaggressions and macroaggressions I was experiencing from teachers, students, and staff. Around 6th grade, it was the first time I'd really worn my hair with any weave in it, because I had been scared for years before to come in and be looked at differently. So I had been avoiding it for a long time. My mom finally kind of forced me into the hairdresser, and I got it done. I cried that morning on my way to school because I knew that some of the white people in my school were very harsh, and I was nervous about what they were going to say, what they weren't going to say, how they were going to look, how they weren't going to look. And I remember walking in to one of my classes, my history teacher was like, "Oh, your hair grew so much." And he was like, "Oh," he like drew a lot of attention to it and was like, "Oh, everybody like look, like Zoe's hair, like she has a bun now." And it was one of the most embarrassing and humiliating experiences of my life, and I'll never forget it. And he tried to brush it off and move on, but in the back of my head, I was shocked, I was astonished, I wanted to cry, but that was also normal. Every time I changed my hair after that, I got a comment from a white teacher, and if I didn't get a comment, I was surprised.
Microaggressions I've experienced. I've had this said to me, "Your hair's so nice for a black girl. You're so pretty for your color. Oh my God, I didn't know you guys could do that." Me and my brother were in the mall in Northbrook. We were in Neiman Marcus. Neiman Marcus is a very high-end fashion store. We were just looking at clothes, and I happened to notice that a lady was following us around the store. And so I made a point to touch everything I saw and look her dead in her face.
Thank you to the folks of Howard area. So if you want to check out that whole documentary in its entirety, again, go over to the clubhousereach.org and you can view some of the work there. The last set of videos we're going to play for you are The Story of Plastic by Elena Espeticia in co-subsidio in Bogota, Colombia. La Basura en la Calles by Christian David Torres Montoya, also in the co-subsidio Clubhouse in Colombia. And then X-Ray from Moñana Olivia featuring Mac Turner from the Hope Community Tech Center in Minneapolis. All right, thank you, Christian.
A state of emergency has been declared. The United States is being rocked by an explosion of violence and anger. Crowds have taken over the city of Minneapolis as payback for the death of an unarmed black man at the hands of police.
It's been brought to my attention that there's quite a bit of tension on this planet we like to call our home. We were all created equal with lots of different shades. So why is skin the source of so much hate? Why do we get so hung up on the things that don't matter? Injustice makes us blind. X-ray, look at me through an X-ray. So hopefully my skin won't be the only thing you see. X-rays, maybe we all need X-rays, so you can learn to love the soul that lives inside of me. That lives inside of me.
Newly released video shows the aftermath of the police killing of Breonna Taylor in Louisville. Officers conducting a drug raid burst into Taylor's home and shot her 8 times.
People fighting in the streets, the barrels of guns and the stomping of feet. And for what? What are we fighting for? Turn it off, I don't want to watch anymore. So sue me if you just can't seem to agree. There is such a divide and it keeps getting wider. We need to unite. Why do we get so hung up on the things that don't matter? Injustice makes us blind. X-ray, 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 X-ray. So hopefully my skin won't be the only thing you see. X-rays, maybe we all need X-rays, so you can learn to love the soul that lives inside of me.
Rodney King, we still need justice for a lot of things. But one thing I could never get, cause it just don't make no sense. How could you write my story by the color of my skin? Maybe we all need X-ray to never worry what the next say. And what if we cannot see who we talk to? I was taught to hold the door for whoever walks through. It's just a matter of time that we focused on unity. There ain't a difference between you and me. No.
Can we all just get along? I'm tired of singing the same old song. Rights for all just can't be wrong. So stand up, freedom and justice for all. Can't we all just get along? I'm tired of singing the same old song. Rights for all just can't be wrong. So stand up, freedom and justice for all. Can't we all just get along? I'm tired of singing the same old song. Rights for all just can't be wrong. So stand up, baby. Why do we get so hung up on the things that don't matter? Injustice makes us blind.
Big shout out to all the participants. If you ever submitted a project to the Reach Media Festival, if you won a category, if you thought about submitting a project, big shout out. And this year we're going into our 7th annual Reach Media Festival. So starting September, you will be able to submit projects through January. So please, if you want to express yourself about something that's important to you, something that's important to your community, your neighborhood, your family, there's a personal journey, or anything you want to talk about, that we have a number of different categories, from documentary to graphic design to photography to music, and we're constantly adding projects as well. So I can't stress this enough. Head over to the Reach Media Festival. We have 360 video categories on there. We have music only. We have photography. All the things you've seen here today in their entirety are over there. And thank you for tuning in and participating to the Reach Media Festival watch party. Enjoy the rest of the conference. We out.